Hello, me lovelies. Well, I'm trying this an awkward time, 5 o'clock. That's usually when people are sitting down to feed the kitties, aren't they? So I might pick the wrong time to do this, but never mind. Because we've got a premiere coming up at 6:30, which is I've watched A New Breed of Criminal, and I'm giving my feedback on what I think of the film. For anyone that's interested in that, 6:30 that's on. But I wanted to do this video. Shadow boxer, and he can't put a strike in because it's a reaction video. It's a reaction video. You can't put a strike in. When actually, this isn't. I don't know whether he'll be surprised by this. I think my assessment of what Malisa did. What it is, he went out. No, the Black Lads, which is the Guinness. Whenever I was over there, never heard it getting called the Black Lads. I think he's made that one up himself. But he went out and she did something. She revealed something about the relationship when he was inside and all this. And he's claimed to have broken up with her in disgust for revealing this. But anyway, let's get into it. But my view on it, I've heard people talk about my view on this Malisa one isn't very sympathetic. I'm not, and I'll explain why I'm not sympathetic to it. So let's get started now. Let's check the chat because I have to go. Hiya, Welsh girl. Hiya, Tommy. Hiya, Travis. I think he dumped it, didn't he? Travis. Yeah, I think if you listen to it, he actually dumped it, but people seem to be having a lot of, Malisa. I'm not Malisa because I think he says something about Malisa, which is very true, and I've said in the past about it. But here we go. Let's start. Now, when I'm doing this, I can't see the chat. This is coming. What is it's been there now? This nice woman that people are sympathising with, this poor little victim of this horrendous man. The both of them were saying the N word. Right? Now, I was told the other day, I'm half Irish. My mama was Southern Irish. And I am proud. I am equally as proud of my Irish heritage as I am of my English heritage, my Italian heritage, my Swedish heritage. I'm proud of them all. Anyway, they were both saying the other way, but someone pulled me the other day for saying, why is it some Irishmen, which they do, Southern Irishmen, they shout. They don't talk, they shout. And apparently that was a bad thing for me to have said. Does he shout or does he not shout? Yes, he does. And lots of Irish men do this. And I used to wonder why. Why did it be going on like this? But also as well, as I said, if you want to talk about racism or anything like that, just go to some parts of Southern Ireland and see what is taken as normal, acceptable language, which here in the UK, you'd be arrested for hate speech, but they say it as if it's passion. And they're saying the N-word at one point. So this is not, the two of them aren't nice. She's not nice. So I'll explain why she's not a nice person.
Everybody go subscribe to my channel, please. It's about to kick off.
Are you planning to beat me? Are you planning to kick off?
Yeah.
See, this it. Now, I always said she was going on this channel because she wanted attention on her own. So that's why she's doing this, because I could never work it out, because she's going to get, I said ages ago, when I first started commenting on them, she's going to get labelled going with him.
You planning to beat me? And the views? Why? What do you bring to the table?
1, 2, 3. M-E-L.
I have to be really careful here because they use some terminology that will get you there in trouble on YouTube. Anyway, this is where she starts talking. He goes somewhere, don't know whether he's going to the bar or going to the toilet. But another interesting thing she does, she says at the beginning, she says, "Oh, your breath stinks. Take a mint. I was wondering why. You know, when you see them in Phuket, a lot of the women that he was they do that, and I'm wondering if he's got halitosis or something, because you'd see them moving away like this. Even that, you know, the lady boy as they called them over there, ladyboys. We'd call her a trans woman here. Now we would anyway. But the ladyboy, even she is like this. His breath must stink. I don't know if he's got halitosis or something, but that's most probably why people are moving away from him. But this way starts.
Oh, you have it.
Anyway, ask away. Questions, please. Ask away.
Now she's planned this. She's waited until the right moment when she knows he's out the way to start this. So this isn't she's just done it by accident.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home now. I'm just so tired. Oh, I'm gonna get up tomorrow early, and I will. What am I gonna do? I have to bring family out tomorrow, so I'll be going around Kerry. Let me see. Slow down on the comments. Yeah, I know it's not gonna be the same with me, but you know what?
Can people hear that all right? Because I'm struggling through what you're saying with the background.
Am I blowing them out? What does that mean, blowing them out?
I can't hear it. I can't understand what she's saying because there's too much background noise. You can hear it more as it goes on.
So, fuck you. I'm not going to accept that. At least I know in my hand on heart myself what type of person I am. I showed up.
Yeah, you're a tramp, love. And I'm sorry to say that that's exactly what she is. She does it for money. And he said this in the past. He says earlier in it, they described a situation where she wanted him to pay for something. And said, I'll give you the dirtiest sex you want. It'll be really dirty. And he's answered, it was really dirty. So this is what I was predicting, right? She, especially if she stays in Southern Ireland, she'll be labelled. That's what she'll get. She'll get the label that she's just someone to get into bed. You know, there's a horrible, I'm not even going to use the saying that they use, but her finding a man that will want to marry her is going to be difficult. She'll have to put up with whatever makes the offer eventually. Because in Ireland, there still are a lot of traditional rules. And as I said the other day, you don't have to, it's not that Irish women are backward in any way in coming forward. It's not that they're not expected to be sexually active. The difference is they're not expected to boast about it and make it known everywhere. That's the difference. And she's splashing it all over YouTube. So she'll be labelled for that.
For myself, I was loyal. And whatever he and I was like, this is fucked up. How would you accuse me when I'm literally still mingling with your family when you're in prison? And I invited them to my graduation dinner and everything.
Now, what it was, she's going on, I'll explain what she's talking about. When he went to prison for this assault on this woman, where he choked her out and forced himself on her, right? Orderly. She stayed in contact with him, and she's saying that she was in love with them, and she was loyal to him. She didn't cheat on him. Well, you have to take her word for that. She doesn't come across as someone that will stay very loyal to anyone. Neither does he. And she's more or less painting a picture of this doting woman who's in love with this man. What the hell she finds to be in love with, I don't know. He's obnoxious. He's loud. Apparently his breath stinks. What, I mean, can someone tell me what the hell there is to fall in love with? Certainly not his personality. That's for sure. So she's saying this, she was dedicated to him and all this, but apparently what he did, she phoned him up and he started shouting at her over the phone, and she got fed up with this. Then he wouldn't contact her, so she thought stuffing. And she decided she'd break up with him then.
when I was graduating. Like, it's just not fair. Like, it's just stupid. He's insecure. He's in prison. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it was hard for me as well when he was in prison. It wasn't just hard on him, it was hard on me. Yeah, it was easy, but it was hard at the same time. It was easy.
It was easy and it was hard. Well, that makes sense.
Because I loved him at the time, because I knew we'd make it through it, but we didn't, because he fucked it up. But what can I do? There's nothing I can do. But yeah, I was like in contact with his family. I used to chill in his house with my best friend. I used to take his mom out for lunch and everything like that. So yeah, it was pretty much a slap in the face, and I had to step away because I had some self-respect. Like, I just had enough of him.
This where I disagree with this. She doesn't have any self-respect. If she did have self-respect, she wouldn't be with him. For one, she certainly wouldn't be on YouTube blasting her all out. Now, I know it's a modern world, and I'm old, but things like OnlyFans are like, you know, to my generation anyway, that's something that's not showing self-respect. It's basically one step away from sex work in my mind. But I'm an old sod, so I will think like that.
Shouting at me on the phone and just going crazy, accusing me and shit. Like, it's just right. It's not right. And it's just a disrespect. I'm just not here for it. Like, yeah, I'm over it now. Like, it is what it is. And then I moved on to find a boyfriend. I wasn't expecting to find a boyfriend.
Now, this is what she reveals here. She got a boyfriend when he was still in prison. So this is how devoted she was to him. A friend set her up, I think she says, and that was it. She was with someone else then. But let's carry on there, what she says.
The whole thing of us ending was that, yes, he accused me of cheating, and he never rang me for 3 months. So I was like...
But she's just admitted she did cheat on him, you know, that way. He wasn't aware, as far as he must have been concerned, he was still in a relationship. So here going with this other fellow, which he explains the next day, he says he suddenly saw, actually, I think he explains in this sort of posts and pictures.
Like, fuck you, first and foremost. I want to talk to you, but you're not going to talk to me. So, you know what? Fuck you. We're over it. It's not right, like. And then after that, then obviously you found someone else. Like, my friend set me up with her friend, and yeah, that was it. Like, yeah, that was it, pretty much. And then when I found out, like, I was in a relationship with someone else, it was like, oh man,
we're suspicious, man. Suspicious, man.
Now he comes back and he hasn't got a clue what she's been saying when he's been away, but it's absolutely funny how he finds out or he twigs she's been saying something.
I wasn't even reading the comments there, guys, because I was deep in chapter. Let me just check back on the comments. But yeah, no, I learned from my experiences, and like, obviously that experience was hard, but you have to go.
No, you haven't learned from your experience, Melissa, darling, because you're still with him. I don't know this. Is she not still with him? All that I know is that we've seen her do videos with him where it's obvious that something's gone on in the bedroom or something is going to go on in the bedroom. She's been on his videos in the most disgusting attire that really should only be between two partners in the bedroom. No, well, again, I'm an old sod, sorry. Most of them in the modern world, a woman dressing up like that, like she did on one of his lives with, you know, all that. Oh no. To me, that's not being... Go
through it to learn, if that makes sense. I had to go through that to learn a lot of stuff about me, about life, about how I wanted to be treated.
But the thing is, you're with a man that you know will treat you like rubbish, and you're quite content to be with that man who will treat you like rubbish. And there is money exchanging hands here.
So yeah, that's where we are at today. We're just friends. No, that's really.
That is a lie. Sorry. That I mean, oh God, how can she lie so blatantly? Oh, come on. Come on. They're just friends. I don't know women who are just friends with men that carry on like she does with him. Strangest friends I've known.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm just looking back at the comments here, guys.
So you can take most of what she's saying as a crocker cack. A crocker cack.
Yeah, world huge. That's right. No, I will never get back with him because I've learnt my lesson. And
She is, but I don't know what I don't get here. But if you're going to a man's house that you've been with, and it's obvious something's been going on. See, look at the face, even the smirk on her mouth tells you she's lying through her teeth. She's still, I don't know whether she'd call it a relationship, but there's definitely something going on there. You can tell by the way she carries on in the videos.
that's it. I will never love him ever again. Like, it might be sad or
My
not.
feet are killing me.
Yeah. Do you want to be playing over there? Are you a bit quiet now?
Watch this, he realizes. Someone puts a comment in and he realizes she's been saying something.
So basically, every time I give her the phone, she you were looking at.
Now that is what she fell in love with. That would be embarrassing to be out with. Nah. Loud, obnoxious, you know, oh God, no. Nightmare to go out anyway with him.
And a fucking psychopath. I've done everything to try to keep this woman happy. Everything. I have lost my balls trying to keep her happy. And you go and you fuck me about when I leave the phone.
I'm just talking about. That's such a fake laugh.
There's no fake laugh.
Yeah, it is a fake laugh.
They can tell a fucking witch when they see one. You fucking witch. Were you shitting on me when I left? Lads, sometimes you just have to fucking say it's not worth the fucking effort. Cheers, sláinte to the shadow fighters. Now they're calling me an abuser. They're calling me an abuser now. Why they call me an abuser? Why is she calling me an abuser? What are you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Fuck me, you deserve
They
better.
know
So what?
I didn't say anything. So she's a blazing liar. Brazen, I should say blazing. She's a blazing liar. And that's why I can't show her the sympathy that I see other people showing her. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean she automatically should get sympathy because the fella she's going with, oh, sorry, oh no, she's not going with. She's just doing it for money, apparently. That makes it better. You know, doesn't make her any less bad than it. In my mind, anyway.
What are you saying about me, Luke?
Nothing. We were talking about prison.
Why would you talk about anything that would fucking make me look like a shy bag, Luke? Lads, so were you running my name in the dirt, were you?
Oh, shut up.
Did you run my name in the dirt? Did you?
Shut up. No, I was just talking about the past.
What do you mean? Like,
Facts.
is it good for the channel?
Yeah, obviously drama.
Drama. She's good now. Why is she good? Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Yeah, I'm down.
Say goodbye. I'll see you there, all right? Go on, I'll see you there. I'm finishing drinking.
You want me to wait in here or something?
Now you can go if you want. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go?
Now he's cut that off, right? He's cut that off because he actually turned round. Oh, what's going on here? I thought that had got. Wait a minute. Now, this is the thing about it, right? He's cut that off, but I've got the ending to it. He actually calls her a whore when he blows up in her face. Not really bad, but he blows up with her face. He calls her a whore. And he reveals, he says he has to pay her. He said she's always after money. Now, he said this in the past, she's after money. I know he's asking for money. But I wonder if, just bear with me, I wonder if the part where he blows up, because he cuts it off there. He's edited it. But let's see. Videos. Oh, I've got it. Ooh. Because those he might close it down or delete it. Let's see. Bear with me. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know where I've got it. No, it's a. What I can tell you is, it's just a small scene. It's not a big scene. It's just he just calls her a whore and says that he used to pay her for it, or he has to pay her money for it. But you know, I'm not feeling sympathy for her. I've never felt sympathy for her. She knows what he went to prison for. She knows that full well. She's carrying on with him. Strangest friendship I've ever known. I say I can't see what the hell there is to like in him or to love him. And she's saying now that she's not in love with him. So they're just friends, but you can tell they're not friends, people. Let's see, read the chat and see what's being said. Hiya, Johnny. I know, Axel. As I say, just because someone's a female doesn't mean that they're not going to have things about them. Let's see. But I can't, I mean, really, see, this is half the time, though, women don't really know what men are saying behind the backs. And that's where I used to have this wonderful in between two worlds. I'll hear what women say when they get together because they trust me, a lot of women. And they sort of adopt me as sort of being in the female camp, but I can also be accepted by men as well. And I can hear the way they talk about women. And if a lot of women heard the way men talk about them, you wouldn't like it, ladies. You wouldn't like it. They don't say much praise. But all that I know is my memories of Ireland, Southern Ireland, when I used to go over there, was, even though I say it is progressive, don't go thinking that these women are held down or anything like that. They're not. They used to, when I used to go anywhere, there used to be this fashion that a woman used to try to drink a man under the table in a pub. But there's still traditional values that women are not expected to act a certain way. It's like you have certain establishments, pubs, and when a man says, I can remember this, when a man says, oh, I'm going out there for a drink, or I'm going out there to see, no, they can get in, they can get a woman to date or whatever, the first thing they'll say is, oh, that you'll get there is sluts and tramps. Straight away, it will be labelled. If a woman goes to that place, she's a slut or she's a tramp. And that's, I think, what it is with Malisa is, I don't know whether she loves him. Maybe she does. I can't read into her heart. I can't see into her heart. But it's, I don't think she's being abused by him. I really don't think she is. She's too intelligent. Listened to her talk, and she's too intelligent. She's too with it. And he said that when she offers some sex basically for money. That's what he's saying about her. But we're getting her version of the events, which I don't believe. When I was listening, I thought, this is all designed. So the minute he went out there, she was on that phone, ready. She'd planned that. There was no doubt about it. This wasn't just off the top of it. She planned it. And I think her game is that she knows that she's getting flack because she's on. What's that? Can anyone hear that? Don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, she's getting flack because she's with him. She's wanting to build a channel. She's wanting to get attention on herself, but she's chosen the wrong person to get it with. And the inappropriate language she comes out with. Oh, she's not getting work done on her house again, is she? Oh, my neighbour. I don't know what the hell she has in that house, but it makes the weirdest annoying noises now and again. Actually, I don't know where it's coming there. Wait a minute. Yeah, it is coming from there. I thought that's not my bleeding computer, is it? Anyway, let's see what. She's apparently Japanese. By what she was saying, she's either a family of Taiwanese or Indonesian or something. I don't know. Because she said she goes over to visit a family. So that's most probably why he goes over there. I know I don't know what it is. I should say, hey, you, stop that. But yeah, so I just thought I'd do this quick live. And my chair, my peacock chair, it's lovely, isn't it? But, well, this is it, UK lady. It's embarrassing for her. You know, you can understand when someone's a young girl. When I mean young girl, I mean teenager of appropriate age. I don't mean under 18. Or, in the mid-20s. But she must be in her, she must be in her very late 20s, early 30s, I'd imagine. And it's not the appropriate way to go on. I think she's realised she's made a mistake now. This is why you've got to be careful with the internet. It's out there now. If she wants to carry on with them, carry on off camera. You don't do it on the camera, but from day one she was there. Yeah. Trying to literally piggyback on the views he was getting, but she's realised now, oh crap, this isn't good views he's getting. The people, like Decker, if you look at Decker's chat, it's all slating him. You look at his chat, Chatterbox, it's all slating him. She thinks, then she suddenly realised, wait a minute, this isn't working. This is making me look bad. And I'm awful sorry about this. But I don't know what the hell my neighbour's doing, but she should be able to read my mind and know that I'm doing a live. So I'm going to tell her off and say, why didn't you know I was doing the live? Because I didn't know you were. But why didn't you read my mind before you started and ask? But anyway, darlings, she's got my number. Oh, aren't I terrible? It's expecting my neighbours to do the chills round my timetable. Ooh, cheeky, aren't I? Talk about being a narcissist, darlings. Oh, I'll say. Jim Smith can go and do one, Billy, right? I've had Jim Smith hanging in there, and I'm just fed up with the horrible little put downs he keeps on coming with. I've let him off at more, given him more chances, and I'm just fed up. There's always a nasty little slap down he gives. He reminds me of what's his name? Paul the Man. Now, Paul the Man, I would have loved to have Paul the Man on the line, because Paul the Man has some really interesting things to say and to, talk about. Paul the Man would be fascinating. But the fact is, every time he'd ask a question and try to contact or, say, oh, that's interesting, I'd get a smackdown. In response, it'd be like, oh, yeah, that's what smack you down. And he does that, so he can get lost now. I thought, I've had enough of you, mate. If he wants to, well, that's it. Let's not talk about that. Yam, I like tea with cinnamon as well. Well, I haven't tried tea with cinnamon. No, what I love those, what are they called? That breakfast cereal with sort of adding the cinnamon. Yummy. Anyway, so darlings, I'm going to leave it there. It was just a quick live. I want to say something else, but before you all go, this annoyed me about him. Let's see, let's get it. This, just got to quickly mention this. Let me get it first. I thought you were a little rat. Where is it? Is it that or? Let me just check I'm on the right one. It's wrong here. No, that's not the right one. This might be it. No, that's not it. Do you know, I saw this. Why don't I just note that? Now, look, I'm sorry. Here we go. Just look at this quickly. Let's see. Right, I'm sorry. This is not appropriate for a woman to do with a man that she's just friends with. There we go. This is not one bit appropriate. In my mind, I say I might be an old sod that just is, footy-duddy. But here we go. Can you see that? That is not the way for a woman. That is inappropriate for a woman to appear on camera like that to a man she's just... Well, to appear on a camera like that, full stop. That's not a nice look, Melissa. It's not a nice look. It's rude. That's for the bedroom, that. But again, I'm also being old fuddy-duddy. I'm trying to find this fella popping up. See, where is it? There's that one, isn't it? There's that one. I thought it was that one. Is it this one? Oh, for God's sake, Ava. It's not. Oh, do you know what? Why is it I can never find the certain thing that I want when I want to look at it? It's just like it's going to be there somewhere. What it is, I'll tell you, because I can't be bothered searching for it. There's a fella called Murphy, an Irish fella, and he's on the live with him, and they're arranging to go out for a drink and all this. Let's go out for a drink. This Murphy fella, right, used to rip Paula Beanie to bits. Paula Benny, sorry. Used to call Paula Benny for everything right. And he had to go at Video Craig, how horrendous, what a disgusting animal Video Craig is. Yet he's on the shadow boxes, being all pally with them. But I cannot find it now, which one it is. It was I'll try one last time to quickly find it. And again, he's doing this, shouting into the phone. It's like, you don't have to shout. Phone transports voice. No need shouty for them to hear you. Now, I can't find it, but there was a name. This Murphy fella was on there being kissing up to him. And it was obvious. But sod's law, I can't find it. Unless I write it down beforehand, I'm not going to find things. I don't know. I always do that. So anyway, no point looking for it. But Murphy is a two-faced guess. The way he ripped into Video Craig and the way he ripped into other people was absolutely. And then he's all up Shadowbox's ass. Oh, yeah, we'll go out for a drink and all this business. But you two-faced geese. So anyway, yeah, I will do. Yum, yum. Because I thought of it last minute. I thought I must put that on because I saw him on it and thought, the way he ripped into Paula Benny and the way he ripped into Video Craig, yeah, he's best friends with him. And oh yeah, we'll go out for a drink and all this. Maybe you're a two-faced git. Anyway, so my lovelies, I'll leave it at that. And don't forget to tune in at 6:30 for my valuable review of Breed of New Criminal. And thank you for all, Joe. Thank you, Jockney, as well, for coming in. UK Lady, Yam Yam, Scotch Eggs there. So I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll have a longer live tomorrow. Until then, my lovelies, what shall I treat you to? What shall I treat you all to? Let's see. Here we are.
Pedo mouse does whatever a pedo does. Spins a web any size. Catches kitties just like flies. Look out, here comes the pedo mouse.